How's it going, everybody? Today I have something special for you. We are going to walk down here to the Rum River, and I'm going to show you a few of my tactics on how to catch fish in a hole in the Rum River. So let's get to it. Okay, so for fishing the Rum River, I have two primary rigs that I use. One of them is a swim shad by Power Bait it's just a small swim bait with a paddle tail. And then the other one is called, or what my family has called, a wolf rig, which is basically a Lindy rig, but for the river. So all it is egg sinker, 3/4 ounce egg sinker, a swivel, just a regular cheap barrel swivel, about a foot long leader, and a 2/0 octopus hook. And we tip that with a half of a night crawler, just like so. And all you gotta do is cast it out there and leave it sit. Probably the smallest smallmouth I've ever caught in my life right there, but that's a start. Another tiny smallmouth. But it is pretty instantaneous. As soon as that bait hits the river bottom, they hit right away. Got in the current. That's the big thing about these river fish, is they'll get up in the current and makes it 10,000 times harder to reel them in, which is awesome. Makes it a lot of fun. Ooh, that's not a... It's a quick release, but that was a red horse sucker. There's plenty of those in here too, and that's the cool thing about river fishing, is the variety of fish is often a lot wider than when you're targeting a fish on a lake. Out of this one spot, I've caught walleyes, northerns, bullheads, sunfish, crappies, carp, red horse, white suckers. Another tiny little smallmouth. If you want to catch bigger fish, a lot of times you have to come earlier in the year or way later in the year. But usually getting towards the end of summer, a lot of those bigger fish have stopped feeding like crazy, because it is so warm in the river that feeding isn't always necessary for them. hole's like 15 inches, but absolute blast to catch these things. 14, 15-inch fish, and as you could see there, that thing hit the current and it was like reeling in a sturgeon. That's how powerful these things are. As soon as they hit that current, or even outside of the current, they're just absolutely powerful. So let this one go here. Another tiny one. Hello, little guy. Another. And that was the swim bait in action. I'm just going to take a second and explain to you exactly what I'm doing here and what I'm looking for when I'm fishing this river. This is the number one thing that I'm looking for a hot spot, because right below a rapids like this, right in this general area right here, there's always a hole. And that hole will retain fish because there's slack water in there where they don't have to work so hard to fight the current all the time. This one isn't very big. It'll hold probably 20 to 30 fish, but you can find a lot bigger ones that'll hold, you know, up in the hundreds of fish on this particular river. But then you'll get to bigger rivers where you'll get a lot more holes in the bends of the river, where you'll hold a lot more fish, and that's like Mississippi River and Minnesota River, stuff like that, you know. Well, I think that's going to be it for the day. Not very much size for fish today, but there's definitely quantities, so it's an absolute joy to come to such a wonderful river, the Rum River, to catch fish. I have not come here before and not caught fish, so it's really a treat to have here in Minnesota. Until next time.